Hi everyone, coming from Perth, Australia. This is James and Mike's vintage Motu variant collection. Going to go through all the different countries that manufactured Motu, and we'll start here with Top Toys. So this is some stuff they released in the 90s after they'd finished up with Masters of the Universe. They reused the molds. And now we'll start on what Top Toys made. So there's a few different versions of Skeletor, early, then reissues. See the little bobble on the helmet, the big legs. Black Blood Mosquito, regular Mosquito. So this is a reissue Merman with the big legs compared to the regular sort of Merman, blue. They did weapons packs, blue Beastman whips. Just moving along to the next cabinet. Reissue Prince Adam. There's a blowed Road Ripper that Top Toys made. Manny faces with blue legs, pink pads. Various Manny faces variations, different arm and leg combinations there. Top Toys did a lot of different variants. Stratos. This is the bright pink wings, has the light blue goggles. Still on Top Toys. Mossman was very flocked. Buzz off variations. This is a rare buzz off where they used the He-Man shorts and feet, legs. The brown arm buzz off. All brown chest. This is a reissue He-Man. These are reissues too. This is the Top Toys Deposito, Spare Partso, whatever you want to call him. Ula. No, he's just a bunch of random parts found in Top Toys warehouse recently. Still on Top Toys. They made the black perch and armor. Continuing on with more top toys. Antennas, Horde axe, tongue lasher. Down to Jitsu, they made some cool changes to him. You got the matte hand and then the gold fist. It fades a bit darker. King Hiss had a kind of reversed chest pattern where the snake is silver. Green Limbs modular. Now probably the most famous of Top Toys variations. Cobra Khan Camuflado, claw version, and then arm version. And these are some reissued big leg Cobra Khans as well. So Top Toys doesn't normally paint the back. You can see that one's got the full 3 stripes. Continue down, still on Top Toys. Triclops. There's a red belt. He-Man shorts. Spikors. The reissue Webster. Big legs. Various trap jaws from Top Toys. A bit hard to see, but the legs are blue. Some are all black. That's a Testshot. He-Man shield in pink for Beastman. Dark maroon Beastman reissue. Red handles. Red string. Red string. So that's Top Toys. Now we'll move on. We'll talk a little bit about Grease. So Grease made 2 Skeletors. A regular Skeletor with very translucent armor, hard head. That's his card back. And then if we just look at, they also made a Terror Claws. That's all Grease made, just the 2. Now this is rare. This is a USA He-Man. So USA actually made a He-Man and a Battle Armor Skeletor. They actually made a variation in that. If you look at the shoulders, slightly different. They're both USA. But this is really hard to find, USA He-Man. It's really cool. Now we move down to Leo. So they're made in India. So these are all Leos. Two different versions of Merman. head's slightly different material. Mossman with the white face. What happens is the flock is really fragile. The glue is faulty. Should look like that. Antenna with the chest pattern. This little money bank. They did a jet sled. So these are the Leo He-Man variations. Flying fists. Probably the most well-known of all variants, international Leo Fakor. Leech with the black bow. Sticking with Leo. Both wing combinations, red and blue. Leo did them both. Leo made some really interesting Skeletors, different colours, very dark. And then some of them under different conditions, fade to pink. Battle armour actually uses the He-Man torso. They made two versions of Spikor, all chrome and an all white spike. Okay, so that's Leo. Made in India. Now we'll move over to the Aurimat, Los Amos. These are Mexicans, made in Mexico for Mexicans. They came in these cool boxes, not card backs. And they've all got subtle differences from the Mabamex versions. So Cobra Khan has this white mouth, which is very cool. They also have a regular version. The Fisto actually came with a katana. Rare clawful. It's actually marked Malaysia. So they've just used a Malaysia mould and then made a clawful with it. Webster with a big buff head. Trapjaw with the Manny Faces arm. And we'll move further south to Rotoplast. So they were made in Venezuela. Ninja had a round sticker. Beastman had a completely different mould of whip. battle armor Skeletor. Came with an axe as well. And the Skeletor actually has a belt paint. This is a dark green limbs Whiplash. Compare that to a standard one. Oh, and Rotoplast also had a gun, and some of the figures have very rubbery arms. They use a different material to manufacture them. Buzz-Off actually used a small foot variant. Cyclone had a sticker. Wasn't lenticular, just a plain sticker. Mechanic had an orange club. Rotoplast made both versions of Stratos, red wing, blue wing. Alright, we're going to move over to Spain, where Congost made all the figures. So Congost had the biggest line of pretty much all of Motu. They made every figure except for Sorceress, Ninja, and they didn't make the Giants or Fakor as well. But every other figure Congost made for the Master of the Universe line in Spain. They came on the Masters del Universo card. This is all Congost Spain. So Fisto is a really cool variation with a weapon. They did a few different styles and colours. And the original 8-backs from Congost actually came on a Congost card. This is them here. They all have subtle variations to their later releases. Skeletor is really cool. He's got this flat sword. Really cool colours. So Spain actually made a Many Faces that is marked Malaysia. So Malaysia never made a Many Faces, but a mould existed at some point in time and went to Spain, and Congost used it. Don't ask me why. It's a lot of Spain stuff is the moulds were shared between France, Spain. Not many of the figures are actually marked Spain. Promotional He-Man. Laser Power He-Man. Sword's a really interesting colour on Thunder Punch. Have a very white face on Hordax. A lot of Spain stuff after series 3 or 4 all came with the white yellowish leg bands, which are very fragile and fall apart. Some France and Italy came with those as well. Mosquito has a blue gun. Small feet on Dragon Blaster Skeletor from Spain. Promotional Skeletor. Scareglow. Laser Light Skeletor. So Scareglow actually had small feet in Spain. And each one of these usually has some sort of subtle variation. Say if you compare a Mexico blade to a Congost Spanish blade, there'll be some little tell. The gun molds on Rock On and Stone Dart are reversed. The colours are reversed. The mold stays the same, but the colours are different, switched around. Bug eyes. Okay, so that's Spain. We'll go over to France now. France and Spain shared a lot of molds. France did some really cool things. The rubber boot versions of figures. So there's a, what do we got? Rubber boot Jitsu. One of those. Super Hordak. Rubber Boots Triclops. All green sword. Merman had a really nice colour. Stinkor got a variant shield. Dragon Blaster Skeletor from France. Probably the rarest of the France figures. France Fisto came with a katana as well, rubber boots. There's a rubber boots mounted arms version. Look at the chest pattern. Variations. Super Spikor, all chrome spike, large feet, rubber boots. Thunder Punch He-Man. Other rubber boots. Then there's a Battle Armor He-Man with rubber boots, where the leg rubbers are interconnected into the plastic leg mold. He-Man rubber boots. So that's France. Now we move down to Estrela in Brazil. Didn't do a lot of figures, but what they did do was pretty good quality. Accessories get a bit brittle on Tila. Both versions of Stratos. Get a funny belt. Trapjaw is very dark. Tricops had a variant paint scheme on the sword handle. Really nice quality. Merman had orange accessories. Okay, we'll move over to Italy. Now, Italy had some big guns. They had the Giants, Titus, Megator, Laser Light Skeletor, Laser Power He-Man with the variant head. They also, however, made Battle Armor He-Man, Blast Attack, Sorceress, Gwildor, Blade, Scareglow, Sorod, Mosquito, Ninja. That's Italy. Move over to Taiwan now. This is where it all started. Actually, it all started here. The 8-backs. He-Man. Bluebeard Stratos. Man-Arms with the red dots. Wonder Bread He-Man. Always was, always will be. So they're all 1981 marked. And then at the back, I've got all the 1982 marked. Still with Taiwan. It's a Blue Gun Webster. Yes, Taiwan made a Tila. Evil Lyn, sorry. Manny weapons. That's a Manny faces with the extra bonus weapons. Taiwan still. Redneck Ratlaw. Squeeze as well. Yeah, so that's all of Taiwan. We'll move over to Malaysia now. Malaysia, hard head, soft head. Same for Prince Adam. Just slight variations on the chest mould on Spikor. And of course, small and large boots. Oh, they're large. And Triclops. Different faces. Long barrel. Oh my god. Long barrel. One of these stinkers is the unpainted. Where is he? Oh, he's one of those. Is Fakor. Hard head. That's a Testshot modular weapon. Oh, and an error. Unpainted head. Mold defect. Twistoid weapon. Now we move down to Hong Kong. A lot of different tealers. Brown boots, red boots, etc. It's a faded roboto. That's what the boots should look like. You can turn to that. Hong Kong. Now we'll move over to Mabamex, which is Mexico, USA. Some variants, leech, the red mouth, black nostrils, black-faced grizzlaw, painted triangles mantenna, and that is a Mabamex Mexico Mark Titus. Unpainted bats. Black belt. Unpainted bats. A lot of variations on leech from Mabamex. They did a small foot Dragon Blaster Skeletor as well. A large foot, a few different coloured feet. Oh, this is another Hong Kong shelf. Okay, that was the last of the Hong Kong. It's just some other things. Top Toys Battle Bones, nice camouflage. An Australia Battle Bones. There is up here one of every country COO Battlecat and a Jungle Cat flocked Yugo. It's an Australia Castle Grayskull. Then we move on to a store display. And I've got on it a striped tail Battlecat. So a few things in this room. And the different COOs. Panther. And I want to finish up This is very special. This is my very first ever Masters of the Universe I ever got. I got this for my 3rd birthday in 1987. I still got it, still got all his accessories. He's a bit worse for wear. He has no nose. How does he smell? Terrible. Ha ha ha. So that will stay forever. And then I'll just go over this quickly. I know some of you love these guys. Yugoslavian bootlegs. Modular. He's very translucent. You put a light behind him, you can see through him. So I hope you like my tour. Vintage Masters of the Universe variant collection.